By God, Fortescue, you must be the luckiest corpse ever to walk the face of the earth.
Welcome back to the super bonus round. I'm getting chewed out by a dead statue.
That's face keeps moving.
They all do that.
For the sake of Gallowmere's doomed population, and not for you, you gangly buffoon.
Are there any, like, living people in Gallowmere?
Yes.
Oh, money.
We'll come to deal with them eventually. Actually, I wonder. I think I could probably go to that level first. Because, like, once you go to the Scarecrow Fields, two more paths open up. Yeah. Alright, do you want to do Pumpkin Gorge, or do you want to do the Sleeping Village?
I don't know which one is more fun.
Well, the Sleeping Village is hard because you cannot kill anybody up until a certain point. Because you're fighting... You encounter possessed villagers, and you cannot kill them or it will subtract from your chalice amount. However, like, we want to get a little bit of this in and get some bully in, but the Pumpkin Gorge path is 2 levels. This one has 3.
Then do the Pumpkin Gorge.
Okay, we'll get to Sleeping Village eventually, guys. Pumpkin Gorge is easier. Like, there's Pumpkin Gorge, and then there's like a kind of sort of level where it's mostly just the boss.
Look at those pumpkins.
Yeah.
Did a pumpkin just punch you?
No, they explode. No, don't give me the club. I need that. Don't lick me. Yeah, I'm gonna need that now. Alright, I need a health fountain or else I'm gonna lose some more health here. Yeah, this is why I wanted to play this on Halloween, but after what happened with Batman Arkham Asylum, I wanted to go right towards it. We can always do the sequel on Halloween. Because we're going to be knee-deep in Breath of the Wild for probably the spring, and then whatever else we get into in the summer. Which is... Yeah, the Switch comes out a month from... Friday? I know I'm dating this recording, but I don't really care. By the time this episode goes out, the Switch will still not be out. They're a lot harder to beat in the second one, because they learn how to block.
What, the pumpkin thing?
Yeah, they like block their face. This one they're kind of stupid. Actually, hold on. No, not yet. You don't have to bring that all the way up. You can just if you do the daring dash while jumping, they'll do a long jump. They don't tell you that, but I figured it out. Huh. I wish I had any more stories to tell besides the one with fanfiction, because after that, it's just stuff from school. And there are people I still talk to from there.
Well, tell me more about this game.
More about this game? Like, what do you want to know? Better to ask with a question.
Okay. So, like, how long is it?
How long is it? I think there's 22 chalices. So we have... Well, I'd have to be on the map to tell you how many, but we have a good amount. We're getting to the half point, I think. I want to get through this game and then get to the sequel, because that's where... There's a lot of things about the sequel I don't like. Like, they changed Dan's voice. where where like it just sounds like somebody with like a potato in his mouth, or a pair of braces doing a British accent.
Wait, he gets his jaw back?
No, but he talks weirder than he does now. And he gets a girlfriend.
Is she a zombie too?
She's an Egyptian princess. She's one of Ramesses' 1,000 wives.
Wow.
And apparently, she was supposed to be able to fight because in the back of the box for the game, she's like spinning around size. So you know what? I think I have the case for it. Hold on. Yeah, I do. It's broken as all shit, but that's from travel. Yeah, they introduce a lot of other interesting stuff in the second game. Like he wakes up in 19th century England, like his body was put in a museum, and then someone raises the dead again. I won't say more than that because I don't want to ruin how this game ends. But he gets put in a museum, and then the dead are raised again, and then he has to go deal with that. Oh, I got a story I could tell from. I used to have these neighbors in my dorm a couple of years ago that would like play like shitty Miley Cyrus songs at like full blast at 3 in the morning.
Ew.
Yeah, like they would have their bass subwoofers all the way up, and at 3 in the morning. Like now, keep in mind, as an animator, I did work a lot of late nights, but I did call it off at one point because back in my my initial principles of animation classes, I ended up pulling like 24-hour all-nighters. So I had to put a stop to that for my health because I was really starting to get sick from it. So after a certain point, I said, as soon as you're tired, go to bed. It just so happened that these women, I believe they were, decided to play Miley Cyrus, Carly Rae Jepsen, what have you, at 4 in the morning on full blast. No matter how many times they banged on the wall,
Did you have an RA or anything?
Yeah, I had an RA take care of it. And apparently they tried to approach me and ask me why I reported them, but I wasn't in the room at the time. I was in class. I never got to see them, and the next year they were gone. But like every night I was just because like if I knocked on their door, I would have screamed at them and caused a scene. I wanted to avoid that because as much as I say I don't mind confrontation, I very much do not like confrontation, especially over something that's like really like just a big misunderstanding or something like that.
Well, I don't know. Like if I had to deal with a roommate who would play music and like play my Xbox at like 3 in the morning.
Oh yeah. I walked in on one of my roommates and my friends who were not my roommates at the time, but they were at one point. They were playing on my Wii U, and I'm like, you guys need to ask my permission to use this stuff because like I don't mind you playing on my game systems, but I need you to ask my permission first, so that way I know you're playing. Because I've had problems with my younger siblings playing with my game systems. They would delete my save files.
See, this guy, he just like he asked if he could play it once, and then after that, he just kind of assumed that it was okay.
Oh.
It was, but keep in mind, it was my TV, my game systems, my everything, and so like he had bought like the FIFA game for the 360, and he was playing it, and I was like, okay, well. He had been playing it for a good 3 hours, and I was like, okay, well, I kind of wanted to play something. And he was like, oh, well, I'm playing it now. I'm like, you're forgetting it's my system.
You can easily just unplug it.
Well, no, what ultimately did was I was so sick and tired of him playing it, like, late into the night that I just had my parents take it home. And I basically sat, and he's like, he's like, oh, it's really awesome how you, like, took your game system home, and now I don't have anything to play FIFA on.
That's not really my fault. or not really my
Well, see,
problem.
it was funny because, like, I had a roommate in college who, like, he and I, like, we shared our game systems, we shared our games, we shared our DVDs, we shared everything. Like, we genuinely did. Like, you know, that was our thing. Like, that's why I have Bully Scholarship Edition, because, like, he had a 360, and I asked him if I bought it, would it be okay if I played it on his system, and he said, yeah, go for it. And he actually enjoyed, like, playing through that game. He played through it, like, once, and he just, like, did what he did in every single playthrough, and he was just, like, a massive dick to everyone.
Which I'm slowly making myself in that playthrough.
Oh, God, his favorite, like, things he would do, like, there's one errand in the game where, like, a little kid asks you, oh, how many kids can you stuff into lockers? And, or no, how many kids can you stuff into trash cans? So what my friend did was he literally grabbed the kid and threw him in a trash can. And,
so, like, that character, like, sets you up?
well, you don't have to stuff that kid into a trash can, but he just thought he'd teach the kid a lesson. He's like, that's what you get.
Wait, he stuffed the kid that gave him the mission in the trash can?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, Chalice.
Yeah, that was... I was genuinely surprised when he did that, and I just stared at him. He's like,
I would have...
He's like, what do you expect? It's me.
I wouldn't have been able to breathe from laughing.
Yeah. Watching him, like, play through games, like, it was always just, like, watching someone be an enormous dick. Like, when he played through Fable, like, he would, like, rob people blind, and then if they were a merchant, he would, like, sell it back to them. He did the same thing in Oblivion.
I know where the Chalice is.
He did the same thing in Oblivion. Like, he stole everything that wasn't nailed down. Or more accurately, he stole everything, including the nails.
He didn't even leave the nails.
Yeah, he was...
Well, I'm taking the nails so I can nail them down in my house so that you don't take them.
He would make fun of me because, like, I can't play as evil characters or neutral characters. I have this thing where I can only play good characters.
Yeah.
But he, like, it was so funny, like, watching him, like, it was, like, in Fable 2, like, and in like, the Fable series, like, if you're evil and you're, like,
Zelda has taught me well.
If you're, like, evil and you have enough evil points, like, people will run away from you. Like, if you're like good and you're like you're like a famous hero, like people will like flock around you, and that can get kind of annoying because they'll like block paths and stuff like that, and they'll just like stand there.
That actually reminds me. You know what game would be actually really fun to play? That's really similar to that. In fact, its theming is based on that. The Infamous games. Like, cause like you play as somebody who gets superpowers.
Oh yeah.
And the kind of powers you get depends on the kind of person you are and the choices you make in the game. Like you got like a lot more brutal and physical based attacks if you choose the villain side. But if you're good, you can like pick a lot more like stuff with like precision and healing, stuff like that. Like the healing ability, if you're good, you get that. But if you play as the villain, you turn that into absorbing people's essence to heal yourself.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, we definitely gotta play that because that game's a lot of fun. Although you'd never end up playing as the villain.
No, I wouldn't.
All right, so next time in the super bonus round, we're gonna go kill the Lord of the Vault pumpkins. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.